Hey guys, let's talk about something that you definitely don't want to hear, especially if you've been waiting for the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. At this point, it's okay to say that Samsung is getting a little too bold and confident with their pricing, and someone else might say they are getting as greedy as Nvidia. The Galaxy S25 Edge is looking set to launch on May 13th, but if you're thinking of buying it, you might want to start saving some money a lot earlier. Because yeah, this phone is looking way more expensive than anyone expected. I've been waiting patiently to get my hands on this very slim device with a completely different look, and now I can confirm that the S25 Edge is shaping up to be the second most expensive phone in the entire Galaxy S25 lineup. Yeah, second most expensive. It's not the Ultra, it's the Edge. The 256GB version will be coming in at 1,362 euros, which is roughly $1,494. And you already know Samsung's probably rounding that up to a clean $1,500. And if you want the 512GB version, you'd have to buckle up because that one's around $1,632. Keep in mind that all the prices I've called so far are not even the final prices. This is before it even hits the United States. Tariffs could push those prices even higher, so we might be talking about flagship ultra prices for the Edge model. I never thought I'd ever say this in my life, but right now it seems Apple have made a smarter choice with the pricing of their iPhone 17 Air. I don't want to rush into conclusion, but yes, there's chatter that Apple might actually bring the price down. So if that's true, Samsung could be charging more, while Apple of all companies will give people a cheaper device. Not the smartest look, right? Sure, the S25 Edge has some cool specs, a 6.7-inch display with up to 120Hz refresh rate, a 200 megapixel camera, and it's rocking a sleek, narrow titanium body. That's pretty impressive. But then again, it insists on having only a 3,786 mAh battery. That's smaller than the regular S25, so you're paying more and getting less battery? And let's be real, at these prices, people expect everything to be top tier. A big screen and high-resolution camera won't be enough if the battery drains halfway through the day. Samsung is reportedly planning a small online-only event to announce it. Nothing big like a Galaxy Unpacked. And maybe that low-key vibe matches the mood, because unless Samsung rethinks their pricing, this could backfire hard. I honestly can't blame all the tech companies for hiking prices at this point. Tariffs have come in to make a very big change in our economy, and this big change is not a good one. But while Samsung is folding under the pressure of hiking prices, let me tell you about another phone that's quietly creeping up on the big players. The Vivo X200 Ultra. Vivo just dropped the official release date for their new flagship, and this thing is surely going to be a top rival for some of the biggest names out there, including the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the S25 Edge, and the rest of Samsung's best. The X200 Ultra is launching in China on April 21st. It'll be rolling out alongside a bunch of other devices like a new Vivo tablet and even a smartwatch. But it's the Ultra that's grabbing everyone's attention. If you look at the back of this phone, you'd notice this massive camera bump. This phone isn't just pretending to be a photography beast, it's going all in. We're talking about a 35mm Zeiss main camera, a 14mm ultra-wide, and even a telephoto lens that's being called the most light-sensitive ever in a smartphone. Like seriously, that's not a spec list, that's a whole camera rig. The bump is so big, Vivo actually built in a dedicated shutter button on the side to make it easier to shoot landscape photos. It's kinda similar to the one on the iPhone, but the difference is, Vivo isn't denying that it's a button. Here's something about this phone that I don't agree with. I can't agree with the talks about this phone being as good as DSLR cameras. I mean, the shots I've seen from the X200 are really sick, super clean, super bright, and even outshining what I've seen from the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But I can't go as far as comparing it to the DSLR cameras. Now here comes the biggest disappointment. The Vivo X200 is only coming to China for now. So if you're in the United States, getting your hands on the X200 Ultra might be a final mission. Yeah, it's technically possible through third-party sellers, but you're not getting that same level of support. So on one side, we've got Samsung possibly overcharging for the S25 Edge. And on the other side, Vivo is quietly dropping a beast of a phone that could compete with the best, but it is super hard to get. So would you go through the trouble to import the Vivo X200 Ultra? Or would you rather wait and see what Apple and Samsung bring next, hopefully at a reasonable price? I hope this video was informative to you. You might want to like and subscribe for more tech videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.